Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so let me just get this out there. Everything I say in this video is my opinion and mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. With that said and done, let's just get into it, shall we? I got three things I want to speak about tonight. First off, unirock, Trisha paytas, and finally David Dobrik. That kind of goes with the Trisha paytas thing. So let's start with unirock. Is he playing everyone? But not only is he playing everyone, but is he and Katie playing everyone? That's the question. He keeps doing these stories on Katie and he seems so surprised every time. Every time he seems so surprised. Yet there's been a year where people have been constantly saying to him, look, Katie's done this, Katie's done that, Katie's done that. And he didn't believe a word of it. Now all of a sudden he believes her, but he can't believe how far she'll go. Shock. She doxed someone. Like how many times? Nah, something's not right there. Something is not right whatsoever. What is this game? What is it he's playing at? Because I ain't got a clue. Any ideas? He can't be this surprised every time, can he? I don't know. Too coincidental for me, I get. Every video, he becomes more and more surprised. And I don't believe a word of it. So let's sit back, enjoy the ride and see where we land up. Trisha paytas. This one, I hang my head with shame. I want to reach out and say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made a mistake. What I said yesterday was wrong. I should never have said it. I said that you could have done more and that you failed those girls, but no, you didn't. You didn't. You've already been through so much with that group of people. They had already done so much damage to you. And for that, I am sorry. From my heart, I am sorry. And I know that no one has called me out on this. And they shouldn't need to either. I said what I said, and I was wrong. And I can only hope that I can be forgiven. I should never have accused you the way I did. I should have seen the truth. The damage that they'd already done to you. I'd never heard of these people. I'd never watched any of their videos. But that's my fault, not yours. I should have done my research first. I didn't do enough research. to see the damage they had already caused to you. And that's my fault. So I'm going to ask to be forgiven. And I understand if she doesn't want to. I'm not sure I would want to either. So, David Dobrik. I need to get my notes for this one so I can make sure I got everything in that I want to say. So, trigger warning. There could be mention of SA. There could be mention of people being hurt. And trigger warning for anything else, really. So, second apology. Headline is the date. Nice try. If you don't give it a proper headline, how are people going to find it? Without actually going looking for the date. Nice try. People were waiting for it though, weren't they? And whether you dropped it at 11 p.m, 12 p.m, 3 a.m, people were waiting. So it was going to be found. And then you started off with the woe me pity party. You're so hard done by. You were the one wronged. What a joke. You want to sit down and be raw with us? But you got more jump cuts than I don't know, Friday night soaps. Whoever told you to forget about it and move on needs to give their head a wobble. You, David Dobrik, are as responsible as Dirty Dom, if not more. Since you was encouraging this crap, you was the one probably forking all the money out. How many cars did you give out for this? What did you give Dom for? What did you give the girls? A crap load of alcohol so they couldn't remember what happened the next day? You're vile. And anyone who messaged you saying to you, you've apologised, now we'll just move on, they need to give their heads a wobble. Because they're as vile as you. Blaming everyone else because you're up to your neck in it. You was there. You was there when they arrived, when they told you and everyone else in the room they wasn't interested in having. You was there. You filmed it. You edited it. And then you published it on your channel. Before the alcohol was even bought, you knew they was not interested. And the reason for buying the alcohol was to loosen the girls up. It actually came out of your own mouth. Sick. You need locking up. You should go to the nearest police station with all the video footage you have, with the news article, with every bit of evidence you've got, and hand it over to the police and hand yourself in. If you wanted to make this situation right, that is what you would do. There's no way you're going to do that though, is there? You act like you had no idea that you were doing wrong. You're pretty much screaming it from the rooftops. I didn't realize what I was doing was wrong. I didn't realize what we were doing was wrong. It was just a prank. It was just this. It was just that. It was never meant to be that. I never realized he would do that. Who are you trying to convince more? Us or yourself? My guess would be yourself. This girl has probably gone through hell and back again, thinking about what that slime ball did to her. Thinking about you popping your head through the camera. Popping your head in for the head count. Now these were all things that you left in your footage. Which is now out there for the world to see what you've done to this girl. David, there is nothing here that lets you off scot-free. You are up to your neck in this absolute shit show. You're vile. And you already know it. But you're trying to convince yourself otherwise. You want people to believe that you're not a monster. But you are. You was the ringmaster in this game. You was the one playing everyone with drink, making sure everyone had alcohol, because you get your best filming when people are drinking. And with that, I'm just going to end it here. To the young ladies who were involved in this, my heart goes out to you. I hope that you are well and okay. I hope that you're going to take this to the police. David, if you had an inch of decency, you would take every bit of evidence to the police to show what this guy done to this girl. Maybe that way your charges may be lightened. I don't know. Do you even deserve that? Maybe if you go and you attempt to rectify the problem, and again, to Trisha Paytas, I couldn't say sorry enough to justify what I said. But for the last time, I am so sorry. in the future I will make sure that I do every inch of research before I make assumptions based on little knowledge, because I only went based off a few trees that were left up at the end of last year in the shops, and how things were decorated and how your tree was, and a few little things like that. So I apologize for not having all the evidence, and I apologize for saying that you could have done more. And it is so late and I am so tired that I'm going to say good night. God bless. Be safe. Social distance and wear your mask. Good night all.